17-13.
Wow.
We got 3 more points. Turn it down just a little bit, buddy. That's
and I'm just a guy trying to get
Especially
better internet.
It's Elo Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster
in the
speed.
4th, 14,
My contract
31 in the 4th.
Yeah.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit AutoFiber.com to switch today.
With Dorothy Lynch.
Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification on the Huskers Radio Network. Equitable Bank. Hometown banking with hometown people. Equitable Bank. Member FDIC. This is Husker Radio. KODY North Platte. With translator K291BW. North Platte. And 1061 FM. And welcome back out of kickoff. Huskers and Buffalo set to renew their longtime rivalry here tonight at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln. 6:34 kickoff time. And this time now for our Pioneer Opposition segment, and delighted to be joined by longtime friend and great play-by-play announcer for Colorado, Mark Johnson. Good to have you back in Lincoln. I'm sure glad that these two schools have continued to play each other, even though we're in different leagues. Mark, it's just a fun rivalry, and I know the fans certainly get a kick out of it.
I love having it. You know, earlier this week in the Denver Post, they did a piece talking with Nebraska's athletic director, talking about, you know, when it might be resuming. And, you know, they were talking about both for Colorado and you folks that, you know, the schedules are set for a number of years here, so I don't know when it's going to happen again. But I love it. I mean, you know, we were wrapping up our game broadcast last Thursday, and Coach Jerry Barnett, my partner, and I do a little television deal afterward. I said to him, hey, we're heading to Lincoln next week. You love it? He goes, oh, it's the best. He goes, I just love it. The fans are great, the atmosphere, the history, the rivalry, all of it. I think it's one of the great rivalries in college football, and I know there's nothing on the schedule right now, Greg, but I hope it happens soon.
I do too. Mark, before we get into kind of the nuts and bolts of this matchup, just what about the fan bases? I mean, they've been whipped around a little bit. We go from the Big 12 to the Pac-12, and now we're back in the Big 12 conference. How about all that? This realignment stuff is just so crazy. How's the Buffalo fans handled all this moving around?
Well, I think fans initially understood the Pac-12. It made sense back then, and then Greg, the leadership in that conference was just bad. Some university out there should do a study on poor leadership, because they could use that as a prime example, what they did or didn't do with the Pac-12, and then obviously it fell apart. That proud conference is gone. So fans are back, glad to be back in the Big 12. And you think about the history of the Big 7, Big 8, Big 12, but I joke all the time when I show it. They said, yeah, that's just Big 12.
Husker talk?
Yep, Husker talk.
Wyoming scored 3 points. 17-13.
You got my phone, Jer. Right there. Oh. Okay. Couldn't see it.
The only thing I didn't get was the key.
I got it. I mean, you and I have been around this game a long time. I don't know if you are the same way I am. I'm not a big fan of where you're doing and how it's been evolving, but it is what it is, and so we're along for the ride right now.
That was a fun day, buddy.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
We're still boating.
Yeah.
I can't believe everyone's gone, Dalton.
Those guys are the guys that are shooting right down there.
What were your thoughts?
Yeah.
They're sitting out there in those chairs.
Well, you know, going into that ball game, that's my home country. I grew up in North Dakota, so I know what that
That's like
program is all
illegal,
about.
but I don't know.
You know,
Well, I think it is.
You get a 1-point win over North Dakota State. You thank the good Lord. You move on to game number 2, and they were what we thought they were going to be. That was a very challenging game. That was a very well-coached football team. And in Colorado, I think from the buzz perspective, you know the way it is. Before
Ranger
the first game,
people,
everyone's got just unbelievable excitement and anticipation, expectations. And coming out of that ball game, I think some fans like, well, they're a little underwhelmed by what they saw. I think what we saw from Colorado is, number one, you got
Any friends come adult?
just unbelievably dynamic players, such as Shedeur Sanders and
good?
Travis Hunter. Outside of that,
keep looking.
we saw improvement along the offensive line. Was what people would hope for. I'm not sure it was that great, but it was better than
good?
the front was better. The defense, I think, had made some improvement from a year ago. So there was positive movement, just not up to the
Just like that, it is 4 o'clock.
Now, we're going to see what happens now between game 1 and game 2, playing a very quality team here today in the Nebraska Cornhuskers. So
I didn't think it'd be that rough going back.
Football program in year 2 under Deion Sanders, but you know, is it what maybe fans thought? I'm not sure you can ever live up to that kind of billing, but it's a better football team than we're going to see here today.
Mark, you mentioned Travis Hunter, just remarkable. He only sat out 2 plays of last week's game. Have you ever experienced anything like that? And what makes that young man tick? I mean, that is just incredible what he's doing right now.
Greg, you know, when you do what you and I do, we all see great players. And I've been saying that when it's all said and done, and I retire in a number of years, I'm going to look back and say that guy might have been the most unique athlete I've ever seen. I got to call Carmelo Anthony at Syracuse. Laviska Shenault was here in Colorado, obviously. He was a dynamic athlete. But Travis is different than anything I've ever seen. Number one, he might be one of the great freak athletes in the country. Number two, there's a phenomenal work ethic behind it. He's kind of a unique individual. Interviews are not something he likes to do. We had him up on stage for a preseason kickoff here a few weeks ago. Didn't want any part of that. Shedeur kind of spoke for him. And then you see him on his social media posts. He does all that kind of stuff on TikTok and all these different outlets. And he's very gregarious, dancing around his ring.
Nice fish,
So
man. Good job, Dalton.
Unique individual, but the one thing you can't question is what he physically is able to do. And he's one of those guys, we've all heard the term before, whether it be a defensive back or a wide receiver, that when the ball is up there, it's his. That's the way he is. I'm sure you saw the highlight against North Dakota State where the guy's wrapped around his neck. He got one fingertip on it and somehow was able to catch that. Those things, as spectacular as they are, become routine with him. And so he is a special player. And I think Nebraska fans will really enjoy seeing what he brings to the field.
I love watching him play, and I love the fight that he has down in and down out, and the stamina to be able to do that in a college football game is just remarkable to me. Visiting with Mark Johnson on our opposition segment, play-by-play voice of the Buffaloes. All right, Mark, from a Colorado standpoint, what needs to go right in this game tonight?
Well, I think it's more of what we were looking for last week against North Dakota State. We saw the Buffs run the ball better than they did a year ago. Now wasn't what you'd want to see, for a couple hundred yards and, 4, 5, 6 yards per carry. No, it was not that. But they have to continue to show improvement up front, running the ball against a very stout Nebraska defense, and they have to protect Shedeur Sanders. Now, they did not do that a year ago, partner. They gave up 56 sacks, 52 on Shedeur last year, and that guy was beat up. They only gave up one last week against North Dakota State. I think if you cut that number in half, it still wouldn't be a great number, but at least it would be a huge improvement. So I think protection for Shedeur, run the ball effectively, and then obviously Nebraska's going to want to move the ball on the ground. Can they stand up against that mammoth Nebraska offensive front? And so there's nothing exciting.
They're lauding it on.
What, Dan? We saw a year ago that we're hoping to continue to see improvement here in 2024. If they can do that, I think this is going to be a very interesting game.
I think it's going to be really close, so sometimes close games come down to kicking games.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
Our audience about that
Since what, Dan?
21, you said, right?
Because they had a helium shortages.
Helium shortages, right?
They call him automatic. Okay, he's been 40 in. That's kind of been the book.
It's been
40 in. He rarely ever
too long.
He's really worked at kind of extending that
Right,
aspect of his kicking game. And then Mark Bassett, the 27-year-old Australian punter. It seems like everyone's got an older Australian punter right now in college football, and he's a very good one. I think he's an NFL caliber guy. And so the kicking game has been very solid for Colorado. Jay Spealey, his father kicked for a long time in the NFL. He's the kickoff man, the backup kicker, and sometimes you'll see them alternate those two from a kicking standpoint. So special teams
goes Randy.
were very good last year, and through one game.
I can't believe it's the second time I saw him coming over last night, and now he's leaving.
Mark, great to catch up.
Where's he going?
Have a great call tonight. Have a good season for the Buffs.
Same to you, my friend.
There he is, Mark Johnson, the voice of the Buffaloes, joining us on our Pioneer Opposition segment. Once you plant Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans in your field, harvest will never be the same. Enter a new era of performance at pioneer.com/unleash greatness. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk to our old friend, Matt Davison of 1890. See what the Huskers Collective has been doing as they try to help Husker athletics, all sports, football obviously included in that. We'll have that conversation with Matt coming up next.
You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff, brought to you by Central Valley Ag on the Huskers Radio Network. This is Big Red. We're not just a restaurant, we're a community. We're the Cedar Room, and we've spent 4 amazing years serving you. We're not just thankful, we're humbled by your love and support.
I don't know who's going to be launching boats for Scott next week, and Mike's going to be on. Hey, they got them all.
Shane and somebody. Is that the name of the other guy? Shane? Shane and
Facebook.
Well, that's good. So he's going to have it covered then.
The Cedar Room.
He told me 2 people that were going to be doing the
celebration.
Launching?
well, running the. He just said running it. He didn't necessarily say launching.
Dave's flying his Colorado flag.
You've been there. The grass is a foot and a half tall, and you're finally ready to crank the mower up.
The
for
one
the
day
first
of the
time
year
this
he's in Colorado.
Put gas in. Oil level has been checked. Headphones are in, and the dog droppings are gone. And then the pull. And nothing. Time for a detour to
Lawnmower start up?
Yeah.
Are you still recording?
Yep.
Oh no. Don't burn.
Eager to take every ride to the next level? iCare Sales and Service can make that happen. Up your game in the water with the 2024 lineup, the redesigned Sea-Doo Spark and turbocharged RXP-X. And RXP-X models can kick your wild adventures into high gear for new ways to have fun. Swing by iCare Sales and Service in Oklahoma, and they'll help you choose the right.
Well, we gotta get on Jamie's list to have our sprinklers blown out, Dalton.
Yeah.
Allergies, whether they're seasonal or year-round, can put a serious damper on all the fun that the outdoors has to offer. The benefits of allergy shots can be life-changing and long-lasting for people of all ages. Walk in today for your allergy shot at Dr. Deb's Express Medical Care, 118 East C North Pratt. It's that simple. Walk in today for your allergy shot. Dr. Deb's Express Medical Care, 118 East C North Pratt.
Just like the Big Red, if it needs doing, the Huskers will get it done. And so will Coyote Tractors from Miller Repair in Maxwell. Let's meet some of the pack. Coyote has a full line of hay hauling, dirt digging machines, ready to take on any job that demands a durable compact tractor. Choose from the CS Series, CK Series, DK, PX, and NX Series. They all
There goes-
range from
he's cheering you,
24.5 to
Roger.
150
He's what?
horsepower.
Cheering
The
you.
one that works
Oh.
for you. Miller
His
Repair
beard.
also carries all kinds of attachments. See Miller Repair in Maxwell, your Coyote dealer.
They're out for a ride. I don't know why.
MillerRepair.com and go Big
Oh, because the
Red.
kid
There's
left.
one member of your family that gets no break at all.
Oh, boat's gone. Boat's gone, Dalton.
Must have taken it down to.
If the pickup's there, it means it's over Dykers. It took it to get winterized. They
They're
took
all
it.
loaded
It's
up.
already there. It's
Jeez.
already there.
They got their golf carts loaded up.
It's already there.
There's cereal.
Okay, Dalton, let's try and do a better job than last time.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Right. Big old boat just pushing me up here. That's not a good start, Dad. I'm trying. That's how we do that, GoPro guys.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little bit west, but
At least I'm in straight this time.
Okay.
Here?
Yeah.
Can you work on find the red and white?
I think the red stuff's pretty unthought. Okay.
You know, so you gotta trust your veteran all-conference punter to pin them back, and that's one of
There it is.
He's going to be a star. Hulu Plus Live TV. Live sports. Meets entertainment. Hulu Plus Live TV.
Pizza Hut just changed the combo game with the new My Hut Box. Starting at $6.99, it's the ultimate solo meal. Get a personal pan pizza or belts and your favorite side. Combo I've never comboed before. No one out here.
What's up, guys? What I'm about to show you is going to change the way you shave your head forever.
You can shave your head in 90 seconds or less.
With no cuts or nicks. It's 100% waterproof and it works in the shower.
Introducing Remington's Balder Boss. With increased flex and 5 dual-track floating head design, get over 60% more head coverage for a faster, closer shave and skin-close results.
No nicks, no scrapes. Fit in a palm of my hand and the results were amazing.
Shave in the shower or with any foam or gel with Japanese-grade steel blades plow through the thickest of hair. Anytime, anywhere. There's even a pop-up trimmer to complete your perfect groove. Now, you can try the Remington Balder Boss in your home for 30 days for just $14.99. Complete with a 5-year limited warranty and 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can also get our ear, nose, and brow trimmer free. Just pay